We're stranded 10 miles deep in the Everglades, surrounded by water and wilderness full of huge alligators and venomous snakes. But how will you make it out alive? I'm going to show you how, my way, using the knowledge I've gained over many years of exploring this beautiful but deadly place. I am Manny Puig. I have spent my whole life learning to survive like Tarzan in the most dangerous and primitive wilderness, where you can be killed or eaten. I have learned the ways of giant, man-eating predators, deadly sharks and reptiles, where every encounter may spell disaster in the savage wild. Welcome to the Manny Puig School of Survival. You may have noticed I have a different take on everything. Today I'm going to teach you my way how to hike 10 miles out of the Everglades and survive. If your airboat broke down in the Everglades and it's floating, stay on it. The authorities will find you. They'll fly up in the air and they'll see you. In my case, my boat sunk. So I had to trek through extremely dangerous waters and territory back to the highway. First of all, never go into the Everglades without the Manny Puig Kit of Survival. Your greatest dangers are dying of exposure or being killed by a predator. I bring a hat to protect myself from the sun, polarized sunglasses so I can see into the water, a wetsuit to protect me from mosquito bites, from sawgrass, and from temperature, gloves to protect my hands so I don't get cut up with sawgrass, a knife, and a mask so I can see underwater in case I need to grab something, check out what's there. And also waterproof matches, which I keep right here so I don't lose them. And last of all, a spear or a stick. So you have to poke your way through the marshes. If you can't see what's in there, if there's an alligator, you poke, you'll move out of the way rather than put your foot on and lose your leg. Once you made the decision that you gotta trek your way out of here, look around, there's trees everywhere. Get your knife, cut yourself a good stick, maybe 6 feet long, sturdy, sharpen an end of it, and make your spear. That'll be your spear. And you will need that to poke your way through the marshes to get out of here. Today I'm gonna demonstrate how to travel 10 miles to the nearest highway. I have two problems. Where's the highway, and how do I find my direction out of here? If I'm in the middle of the Everglades, in this area, there's a highway south of here, and there's another highway north of here. The highways go east and west. Now the sun comes out of the east and goes down in the west. You can use that as a way to guide you. And in the Everglades, the water always flows south because the Everglades is one giant river. But there are other ways to determine south and north in the Everglades. Nature is amazing. It's full of information if you only know how to read it. If you look behind me, this is a cypress head. And you notice on one side the trees are high, on the other side the trees are low. Well, the way they grow is the high trees are on the north side of the head and the low trees are on the south side of the head. So that's nature's compass and it's pointing the way out. Stay in the open. You will be spotted easier. And when possible, conserve your energy. Take the path of least resistance. The reason I'm walking through here is because it's easier to walk through here and I can see everything down through here. In here, it's very thick, the vegetation right now, the marshes, and it's also harder to walk through this, and I can't see what's there, so I have to spend a lot of time sometimes poking around. But when I get a clearing, I have the sunglasses and I can see right through. The Everglades is not all sawgrass. There are many types of terrain. Each one has a different approach to it. I'm going to show you, but I got 10 miles to go, so I got to get going. So once I spotted them, I know the danger is there. To hike 10 miles out of the Everglades and make it to the highway in one piece is going to take nerves of steel. You will have to remain calm and determined through swamps, bogs, and deep canals. But keep your wits, and you can do it. I'll show you how to stay alive. The Everglades are no place to be stranded. There is danger everywhere. But what if you had to make it 10 miles to the highway on your own? What will it take? And what should you do? And what should you not do? If you stay calm and listen carefully to what I have to say, you will make it. Well, I got 10 miles to go to the highway. The worst thing you can do out here is panic. That is your worst enemy. You take off running and trying to get out of here fast, you're gonna wear yourself out. You're gonna alarm an alligator you're coming. You're gonna crash right into him. You're not gonna be paying attention where you're going. So keep in mind, you have to relax. It's a mental game. You cannot panic. Panic is your worst enemy. That will kill you out here. 10 miles at 2 miles an hour. I'll make it out of here in 5 hours and I'll be safe. I won't panic. I'll be real cautious and I'll get out of here. Remember, it's a mental game. At this time of the year, the water is high, so it's going to be wet the entire area. This is a river. Now in the dry season, I'll be walking on mud and drier ground, but right now, you can almost swim home. Let me clear some misconceptions about the Everglades. You can die of hypothermia out here in the middle of wintertime. You know, it's a wet environment and it gets very cold out here. So you'll be exposed to the winter, you can lose all your body heat and eventually you will die of hypothermia out here. That's why I like to have a good wetsuit in the wintertime out here. That'll keep you warm and save you from hypothermia. And in the same time, in the summertime, you can overheat to death out here. So if you get really hot, there's water everywhere. Just get in the water, sit in it, and cool off in it. And you have to drink it, drink it. If you're out here and you're tired of being in the water and you see this trees on here, you think there's dry ground in there, you want to get in there, don't go in there. These are cypress trees that grow in the water. And another thing, there's a lot of cottonmouths in there. And if you walk in there, if you get bit by cottonmouth, the venom of the cottonmouth will rot you away and you will die, you won't make it in. And if you're in there, nobody's gonna see you. You need to be out here in the open in case somebody flies over or an airboat comes by. I'm hoping the ground gets a little harder because it's really silty and I'm still sinking. So actually it's twice as hard to walk in this terrain as it would be in another terrain. Every area is different. I may get into an area where the silt might be this deep. As you walk through here, you're just stepping through. But a 12-foot alligator can lay right here and you won't see him. You can walk right into him. You got miles and miles of this and it could be just one alligator. So it ain't like this, you're not alert, but after hours and hours of this, you're just walking along, you get tired and you're not paying attention. And at any minute, all of a sudden you step, the alligator could be right there and kaboom, he's got you. So sometimes, you know, if he's in here and you do this, he's gonna explode and burst and take off. I've been walking for a couple hours now, and I'm getting hot inside my suit. So I'm gonna stop, take a break, and cool off. This feels really good. You know, it's like air conditioning inside the suit right now. Slogging through 10 miles of swamp and sawgrass will also be a test of endurance. I am burning a lot of energy. Soon I will need to replace it with carbohydrates. And I know just where to look. In fact, I'm surrounded by good food and fresh water. But I am also surrounded by danger. And I have to stay constantly alert. I know the danger is there, so I'm going to go around this way. The terrain is constantly changing. Sometimes the going is easy, most of the time it's slow and difficult. 10 miles of this will be a marathon workout. I am almost halfway out of this nightmare. I have 5, maybe 6 miles of swamp ahead of me before I reach the highway. And if you walk in there, if you get bit by cottonmouth, the venom of the cottonmouth will rot you away and you will die, you won't make it in. This is a different type of terrain. This place is full of cattails and lily pads. It's also very deep silt underneath it. This is an excellent place for a big alligator to be hiding and wait of ambush. In this area, due to the fact there might be a giant alligator hiding, it could be laying right here, you literally have to feel your way through and keep walking. You know, you just can't rush it. You gotta take your time. You can't get desperate, you can't get impatient. Just keep moving, feel your way through. If there is an alligator hiding underwater and you bump him, he'll snap and take off, back away. And if he jumps at you, you just put the stick down, get on the other side of him. If he's on this side, you get on this side of him. And if he goes on this side, you get on this side of the stick. And you back away, get around him, and keep going south. So far, so good. But I'm getting hungry, and soon I will need energy to sustain my pace. There are many places in the world where you can die of starvation, but not in the Everglades. There's plenty of water and there's plenty of food. For example, this cocoa plum, this plant right here, it's edible. This is something that the Indians in Florida grew up eating since they were children. And I'm gonna eat it and fill my belly with them and move on. It's like a tiny little fruit. It's got a seed in the middle, so you eat the skin and the flesh around it. That's a seed. It's actually quite good. It's sweet, but good source of carbohydrates. Another abundant source of food in the Everglades, believe it or not, is sawgrass, and it's everywhere. Get this end right here. That's delicious right there. It tastes like heart of palm. Food is abundant here, but the biggest danger is becoming prey to large alligator. With a belly full of cocoa plums and sawgrass shoots, I continue on my way. A stroke of luck. I found an airboat path. Over the years, these airboats are coming up and down these trails and they create like these little channels out here. And that's how they find their way around. So this will probably lead me to the highway. And I also have another advantage. There may be an actual airboat coming through here and I might get rescued. Alligator right in my path. He must have heard me or smelled me coming. They can hear you walking He's an ambush predator and he's sitting there. Luckily, I've already seen him out in the open. He's not in the marsh. That's why if he's in here, you won't see him. You have to poke your way through. So once I spotted him, I know the danger is there. So I'm gonna go around this way and avoid confrontation. He just went underwater. I got a real dangerous situation because I've lost sight of him. I don't know where he's at. I do know one thing. If he tries to come through here, there's grass. I'll see the grass move, and when you see the grass moving, that's an indication that the alligator is coming your way. Now, if he's in an open spot and he's moving, I can't see if he's moving. So I gotta keep a good eye for him because he heard noise and he heard me walking through and he came over to check out, investigate what's going on. So I gotta be real careful right now because I know he's here and he could be anywhere right now. Stranded 10 miles deep in the Everglades. I have no choice but to try and hike my way out, poking and prodding my way through so I won't get attacked by an alligator. After 3 hours of hard slogging, I still have 5 miles left before I reach the highway. Being ambushed and torn to pieces is a real possibility. So stay alert, stay calm, and keep moving south. That's nature's compass, and it's pointing the way out. Exhausted from my 10-mile trek through the Everglades. The last mile can be the most dangerous. You must fight the urge to bolt for safety. I can hear the highway. It's maybe half a mile away, but I am tired. With all the experience I got, I still have to be careful and be really cautious the last bit of the way. Sometimes these alligators congregate right on the edge of the highway. I've been walking in mud all day. You know, right now my legs here, getting ready to cramp. This sawgrass is so difficult. This is difficult for wildlife. If it wasn't for my wetsuit, I'd be covered in blood right now. I'd be sliced all over. But look at this. This is super sharp. Got no idea how this thing cuts. The highway, I can hear it. It's right there, only a few hundred yards away. I'm tired. I want to run out of here, but I got to keep cautious all the way to the end. I'm not clear till I'm on the highway. I'm almost out of here, but man, I am tired. I got cramp in both legs right now. Every time I step, my leg is stuck in the mud and I got pull it out, hour after hour. That, it just is agonizing. I love it out here. Finally, I'm at the edge of the canal next to the highway. The danger of alligator attack here is very high. I'm about 50 feet from the highway. I'm at the end of my journey, but this is the last canal right here. Now, this canal is full of alligators. I've been attacked by an alligator before. I don't want to make it across the 10 miles of swamp to get killed by an alligator right here in the canal on the way out. So I'm going to look at the edges real careful, look everywhere an alligator could be hiding. I'm going to put on my mask, swim across, and then get to the highway. The coast seems clear, but I still enter the water with a great deal of caution. I know how stealthy alligators can be, and on the surface, I am a sitting duck. I made it. I'm totally exhausted. I don't know how much fun this was, but what an adventure. But what really matters is that in case you guys are ever stranded in the Everglades, that you know how to get out of there, that you've learned from me how to survive and get out of the Everglades. I'll see you next week on Savage Wild. Right now, I need a dinner, man. I'm starving.